I was up early this morning. I had some thoughts, some lessons that I just wanted to kind of get out there. Hemingway said, first drafts of everything are garbage. And the first night in our van was garbage. We were in this tin can with no windows. We were in bed by 8. We were sweating, no sleep. And then our first official week on the road, after we spent months and months and months trying to dial everything in, we had to get a hotel room on our 5th night. Hashtag van life, hashtag fail. This is a continuous journey for us, and it's hard to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And van life is definitely uncomfortable. This isn't a vacation. I could put up the drone, show an epic view, put the music behind it. But it doesn't show the hardships. How do you show stress? And no one really wants to see 4 people in a van flustered, tired, and dirty anyway. But we didn't fly here to a resort, grab a drink, and enjoy the view. We drove here. I still can't believe we drove here. Every new stop is a first draft for us, and they all start to suck just a little bit less with time and experience. Number 2, growth comes through hardships. Van life in the States started out hard. Sleeping on a random street seemed hard. Sleeping in a Walmart parking lot in Utah seemed like it was a big deal, but you're allowed to be there. We speak their language, and Walmart literally has bathrooms and Wi-Fi for you to use whenever you want. Then we got to Mexico with military checkpoints, a different language, and most importantly, a new culture to get used to. And this experience has made us grow because it's been hard. So with those hardships comes seeing whales 20 feet from our boat and diving with whale sharks and sunset walks on the beach. But as we like to tell people on the road, the highs are really high for us and the lows are really low. Seneca says, I pity the person who has never gone through adversity. Driving our van through a different country has definitely shown us adversity. Life in a van is one big puzzle. And when we first got on the road and things broke, it stressed me out. Like really stressed me out. There could be a small water leak, the solar could be not working quite right, and I would freak out. And for me, that is feeling the stress, going dark, being quiet. And in Mexico, we've come across so many travelers that have such a positive outlook on things that it's opened my eyes up to this puzzle idea. Our backup camera fell off while we were driving. I didn't notice it until we parked late one night at a campsite, and our fellow van lifer, traveler, friend, Rich, got out his tools and a beer, walked over and said, hey, let's fix it. If you are excited for the puzzle and you want to take on a challenge, it makes the weight of the situation so much lighter. Behind the mountains, there are more mountains, and I had trouble accepting that the challenge in the van will never get easier and it will never stop. But due to the people that we met here in Mexico who have so much more experience than me, it opened up my eyes to accept that there's going to be challenges and you shouldn't fight them. What am I going to miss if I choose to fight, be afraid, and stress? I'm going to miss this full immersive experience of living on the road with my family. Will this make you a better person or a worse person? This is a great question to ask yourself at any time in life you come across a big decision. And we live in a tiny space as a family of 4, so sometimes we question that decision. But sometimes we yell, get short with each other, or really just need to go sit in another room. But there is no other room. And as we traveled in a different country, we had no other choice but to become closer as a family. Our kids have no fear. They don't know the difference between Mazatlan, Mexico and Santa Cruz, California. But they observe and they see that money's different. They hear people talking differently, and they realize they cannot understand that. They see their mom speaking Spanish. They see dirt living rooms and roosters waking them up at 7 in the morning. This perspective has brought us closer. We have to stay closer here because we're just so far from home. You could be good today, but you choose to do it tomorrow. I'm going to go work out tomorrow. I'm going to go start eating healthy tomorrow. This can apply to anything you do in life. We have the information, we all do, but it is what we choose to do with that information that actually matters. This comes from the Stoic philosophy of accepting that you have the ability to make choices and respond to them in certain ways. And in Mexico, Ali and I have managed to come together in different ways to help each other. Van life in Mexico with kids does not consist of coffee, journaling, beach walks, a little bit of yoga, some surfing, fruit bowls, and reading. We have kids. And our stress level can be a lot higher in a foreign place because we become a little bit more protective and this isn't home for us. But our ability to come together has become stronger. Great people, great partners, and great parents control their emotions. This is what makes them so great. The ability to regulate your emotions in stressful situations is actually like a superpower. How can I yell at my kids in a van on a 4-hour car ride if then I have to sleep in that van with everybody after the 4-hour car ride? Chris Hadfield, a Canadian astronaut, said there is no problem so bad that you cannot make it worse. And we have seen each other, we have all seen each other make it worse. But we've also seen each other make it better through patience. We learn, we see, we process on what makes our daily life better. We have to be in tune with our emotions while traveling so far from home as a family in such a tiny space. I hope this gives you some perspective on how we've grown as a family down here in Mexico. Now, let's get to this amazing campsite. Here's the van, and then here's the setup. Awesome bathrooms. I mean, this is a campsite shower. Campsite shower. Awesome. Same thing with the bathrooms. Well kept. Super nice.
Blenders, microwaves. Having some baked potatoes tonight because of that micro.
We've pretty much dominated the kitchen for every meal that we've eaten here. There's a couple other people, but it's a pretty low-key place, and we just kind of take over for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which has been amazing.
There's also 3 sinks, 2 stovetops. There's been multiple guests in the kitchen at one time, and it's really nice. Nice to meet new people, to chat while you're cooking, and then everybody has space for what they need. It seems like people really respect the place and clean up after themselves. So it's been fun. We haven't really had this experience yet. This is kind of feels like a hostel experience where you have a shared common area, and it's been such a treat. It's been such a special time for us to be able to be outside, to share with other people who are cooking, other people who are traveling. It's felt really special to us, and we've really enjoyed it.
So that's essentially the back door right behind me, and the beach right down the street. Take a walk down there and check it out, the morning views. But that's the other huge benefit to this place. The proximity to the ocean and the proximity to town is why we enjoyed it so much. We can walk to the ocean within, 30 steps, and then we can be in town, pick up groceries, do some errands, in another 50 steps. So that immersion and that cultural experience is something that we've really enjoyed. You have your beautiful morning beach view. About 20 steps, campground just on the other side. Opens up to the amazing coastline in Punta de Mita.
This campsite is called Punta de Mita Adventures. It is owned by a very friendly man named Patrick. The property has been in his family for years. He greeted us and welcomed us in with open arms. From this view, you can get a good feel of just how close we were to the beach and to the town. It was $35 a night to stay here, which is on the expensive side for Mexico, but we feel the facility, amenities, and location were well worth the price. If you have any questions about this site or how we camped in Mexico, just drop us a comment below.